Okay, in this session we are going to discuss calibrating the Photovac MicroFID. First thing we want to do is go ahead and turn the unit on, and to turn the unit on you just press your on-off switch. And the next thing you'd want to do is press your enter button, and on the display it'll say detector flame, start flame, and we want to go ahead and the first thing we do is turn on our hydrogen, and you just want to do maybe 2 turns of the knob. Once the hydrogen's on, you go ahead and press your enter key. You'll hear the pump start pumping, and the unit will say starting flame, please wait. And then the pump will stop, and then you'll hear a pop. And once that happens and the pump turns back on, you'll notice on the display it'll say detector flame started okay. Now we know our unit is up and running and ready to operate. And then we just go ahead and press our enter key to get to our reading screen. Before you calibrate the Photovac MicroFID, you do want the unit to warm up for 30 minutes, maximum 20 minutes minimum. To do this is so the internal flame of the flame ionization detector is at a maximum height. Once your unit has warmed up, the first thing you want to do is calibrate the unit. It is recommended that you calibrate this unit in conditions of use, and if your conditions change greatly, then you'd want to calibrate it more often. So to calibrate the unit, the first thing we'd want to do is press our calibration key, or our cal key. And on our screen, the first thing that pops up is cal memory. The unit has 10 different memories. We always select calibration memory number 1. These different memories you can calibrate, or I'm sorry, you can select different memories for different calibration values or different calibration gases. We go ahead and select our cal memory number 1, and we will go ahead and calibrate to methane. So go ahead and press your enter key. And then our next screen is response factor. Since we're calibrating our unit and we're calibrating it with methane, we have a 1-to-1 response factor. For different gases, refer to your manual, and the manual will have different response factors for different gases. So we want to go ahead and hit our enter key. And the next screen that will pop up is range. I pressed the key too many times, so it skipped right over that. But the range, you have low range and high range. And to change that range, you just use your arrow buttons. We go ahead and select low range because that's between 0 to 2,000 ppm. Then our high range will have the unit go all the way up to 50,000 ppm. But for our general purposes here, we select low range. Now our next screen here, as you can see, it says connect zero gas, press enter. Our zero gas, we want to make sure that it is, you can use a clean atmosphere like we're in now, or you want to use this charcoal filter that's supplied with the unit. What this charcoal filter does is it will clean out any impurities in your air except methane or ethane. So you do want to make sure that you are in a clean environment away from where you'll be detecting your methane with this unit. And also, if you are in a dirty environment, you can purchase zero grade air. Zero grade air is clean atmospheric air that has less than 0.1 ppm hydrocarbon installed. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just press my enter key because I'm in a nice clean environment. The unit will say calibrating now, please wait. Okay, once it sets at 0 point, the next screen you'll see is span ppm. I already have 100 ppm typed in, and this matches my calibration gas that I have supplied or purchased with my rental. And my calibration gas is balanced 100 ppm methane. So I want to make sure this number matches my monitor. We are using a demand flow regulator, so we don't have to worry about matching the flow of gas with the flow of the pump. And we want to go ahead and just connect our tubing to our inlet probe. I like to let the pump pull off of the calibration gas cylinder for at least a minute before I hit my enter key. The manufacturer recommends that you have your flow of gas through the unit anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes to get a good stable reading. So we'll go ahead, my 100 ppm matches my 100 ppm on my cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and hit my enter key. Here it says connect span gas, then press enter. So we go ahead and press our enter key again. And our unit's back to calibrating now. Please wait. This operation, if you noticed on the 0 air, it took a few minutes for it to calibrate, and it'll do the same thing with our 100 ppm methane with our span concentration. And when this unit is done calibrating, it's just going to go right back to the normal reading mode. Also, you can calibrate the unit with a Tedlar bag if you would prefer, instead of using your cylinder of gas. And what you would do is you would take your 100 ppm and fill your Tedlar bag with your 100 ppm, and when it came to attach your span gas, you would attach your Tedlar bag to the inlet instead of the straight from the canister. Our unit is done calibrating and it's reading properly. So what we want to do is go ahead and disconnect my gas. I always let the unit go back down to read nice stable readings and see what kind of readings we're getting. And you're always going to have some type of reading on this unit. Your normal background reading can be anywhere from 5 ppm or less in your nice clean air. And right now we're down to 0.1. And then I always reattach my gas, make sure the unit reads my 100 ppm within the specifications of the unit. And if it does, then I disconnect my gas and I'm ready to go. If not, then I recalibrate the unit and we should be fine. And that's the end of our calibration session.